in memory of Jordan Saewert. Well, Jordan was only 40 years old when he went home to be with the Lord. He passed away on Friday, July 16, 2021. Well, Jordan was born November 1, 1980, at St. Luke's Hospital in Fargo, North Dakota. And he graduated from West Fargo High in 1999, and he served as an apprenticeship at Grant's Mechanical as a plumber. And he continued working as a journeyman plumber his entire career. And on September 15, 2007, he married Miss Stacy Lucas at Faith Lutheran Church in West Fargo. They continued to live in Castleton following their marriage. Well, Jordan belonged to the Masons and he loved animals and enjoying the outdoors, golf and fishing and camping, and reading. He was an avid fan of Marvel Comics and their movies. And you see, music was an important part of his life. He played the guitar and he collected guitars, and he played in a band called the Marshals throughout high school. Well, Jordan is survived by his wife Stacy, his parents Jeannie and James, his brother Justin, and their children Spencer and Preston, and by his parents-in-law Tom and Joanne Lucas, grandmother Elsie and godmother Lois Wall, and several aunts and uncles and lots of cousins. Well, he was preceded in death by his grandmother Betty, his grandfather Ernie, and his dog Oliver. Yes, go rest high on that mountain. The son, your work on earth is all done now. So go to heaven and shout. Love for the Father and the Son. You know, I know your life on earth was trouble, and only you could know the pain. Oh, you weren't afraid to face the old devil. You were no stranger to the rain. Go rest high on that mountain. Son, your work on earth is all done now. And go to heaven a shouting. Love for the Father and the Son. Oh, how we cried that day that you left us. We gathered round your grave to grieve. Oh, I wish I could see the angels' faces when they hear your sweet voice sing. So go rest high on that mountain. 'Cause Jordan, your work on earth is all done now. And go to heaven a-shouting. Love for the Father and the Son. Now if we all would bow our heads for a moment of silent prayer. Well, I'm reminded of a poem I once read. It's called When Tomorrow Starts Without Me. When tomorrow starts without me and I'm not there to see, if the sun should rise and find your eyes all filled with tears for me, oh, I wish so much you wouldn't cry the way you did today while thinking of the many things we never got to say. Oh, I know how much you love me as much as I loved you. And each time that you think of me, I know you'll miss me too, but when tomorrow starts without me, please try to understand. An angel came and called my name and took me by the hand. Well, it seemed my place was ready in heaven far above, and that I've had to leave you behind in some of those things that I dearly love. But as I turned to walk away, a tear fell from my eye. For all my life, I always thought I didn't want to die. I had so much to live for, so much yet to do, and, well, it seemed almost impossible that I was leaving you. Oh, I thought of all the yesterdays, the good and the bad, and I thought of all the love we shared and how much fun we had. If I could relive yesterday just even for a while, I'd say goodbye and then I'd kiss you till I saw that special smile. But then I realized that could never be, because emptiness and memories would take the place of me. And when I thought of all those things I might miss come tomorrow, I thought of you, and when I did, my heart was filled with sorrow. But when I walked through heaven's gates, I felt so much at home. And God looked down and He smiled at me from His great and golden throne. He said, "Jordan, this is eternity and all I promise you. You see, today your life on earth is past, but here it starts anew. Oh, I promise no tomorrow, but today will always last. And since each day is the same day, there's no longing for the past. But you've been faithful and so trusting and so true. Oh, there were times that, well, I'm sure you did some things you shouldn't do. But you've been forgiven, and now at last you're free. So come and take me by the hand and share my life with me. So when tomorrow starts without me, don't think we're far apart. For every time you think of me, I'll be right there in your heart.